Okay, so in this video, we are going to talk about when a doesn't equal 1. So if there is a number in front of your squared term, you are going to divide everything in the problem by it. So the negative 2x squared plus 10x plus 22 equals 4. So I'm going to divide everything by this negative 2. So x squared minus, now be careful of your signs, 5x minus 11 equals negative 2. So now we are going to move the constant term. That's the number without any variables to the right side of the equal sign. If there is no constant term, then you're just going to move on to step 3. So our x squared minus 5x minus 11 equals negative 2. So the constant term is the 11. So add 11 to both sides. So x squared minus 5x equals 9. Take half of your b term, square it, and add it to both sides. So after this first step, everything is the same as what we did in the last video. So it shouldn't be too terribly difficult. So our b is at negative 5, and we're going to divide that by 2. So that's negative 2.5. Then we're going to square it, which equals 6.25. So now we're going to add that to both sides of our equation. So x squared minus 5x plus the 6.25 equals 9 plus 6.25. So factor the left side and simplify the right. So remember, when you put this in your parentheses, it's whatever this, your b divided by 2 was. So that's a negative 2.5. So that goes right there. And then simplify the right side. So that's adding these two together. So that's 15.25. And then just a side note, once you get to this point, if what you have on the right side of your equation, so over here, is a negative, then your answer is going to be no solution. if you can't really see that. So if this, say, was a negative 15.25, then our answer would have been no solution here. So then you are going to solve by taking the square root of both sides. So we've got the x minus 2.5 squared equals 15.25. So we're going to square root both sides. When we square root, the square root and the squared cancels out. So you're going to have your two possibilities. X minus 2.5 equals, so the square root of 15.25 is 3.91. And then you're also going to have your negative 3.91. So if I add 2.5, 6.41, okay. So let's do another example. So step 1, I'm going to divide everything by the 5. So that's going to just be x squared minus 2x minus 4.6, and then 0 divided by 5 is still 0. So then I'm going to add the 4.6 to both sides. So x squared minus 2x equals 4.6. So then half of b, so half of 2 is 1, which 1 squared is still 1. So I'm going to add that to both sides. So now I'm going to factor this side and simplify this one. So that's 5.6. So x. Now remember, it's whatever your b divided by 2 is. So that's a positive 1, so plus 1. Oh, sorry, this should have been a negative 2. That should be a negative 1. So this should actually be negative. Sorry. So then when I square root, this cancels with this. So x minus 1 equals, so square root of 5.6 is 2.37. So then the negative 2.37. So I add 1. Add 1. And that's it. Okay, so let me know if you've got any questions. I want you to do this one on your own and then make sure that all of the problems are also done in your introduction video notes. Okay, have a great day.